What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Crossroads Podcast, your place to get the latest news, events, and discussion in the world of PlayStation, PC, and Xbox gaming. I'm your host, back in the house, LeRon Dawkins, and back with me tonight in the house are my wonderful co-host, the one and only Mr. Andre Wilson. What's up, dude?
What's going on? What's going on?
Stoyovich, what's dude? What? How are you? You're looking fabulous tonight.
I'm in the house, because it's Halloween. Get it?
And also joining us tonight in our guest co-host chair is someone who doesn't really need an introduction, but you know what? I'll be nice and give them an introduction.
I would like one.
Yeah. So he that should not be named but will be named. Welcome back to the show.
He's the Saint 14 helmet wearing Titan we love.
See that's that Destiny speak. I don't know what's up with
That's
that.
me. You want me to talk in a Russian accent all night? I can do that.
Welcome back, Corey Dirrig. How are you?
Oh, I'm happy to be here. It is a pleasure to be here, gentlemen.
I'm glad you are here. It's always nice when we have like a full grid of like 4 people. I love it. I love it.
Well, now that standard definition is on hiatus, I don't have to worry about Tuesdays anymore. So if you need me,
oh, that's cool.
I guess I'll join.
Stoy, does he have any
Stop
idea?
pulling my arm! Oh my god!
Does he have any idea what he just volunteered himself for?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I may want to take that back, but I guess I have to. I got to honor my commitments. So
I feel wanted. Well, guys, it's been nice.
All right, well, everyone, welcome back to Tuesday. Hopefully, you guys had a decent weekend. I had an okay weekend. All things considered, nothing too major going on. It was kind of a low key weekend. I got some gaming in, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later. But overall, how'd you guys do?
hey, LeRon,
Yes.
why do skeletons don't like parties? Because they have no body to dance with.
Ah, nice. Speaking of terrible jokes, I was flipping through Instagram today, and there's this channel that's just dedicated to like super offensive jokes, and I was like,
what?
Whoa, what is this?
How offensive are we talking here?
And take 2 Tylenol right now.
Here's the thing: do I want to say?
Is it like one of those like
air?
a bus? Does it have something to do with a bus full of dead babies?
No.
Is that one of the jokes? Because that's always a very
no.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Man, I don't even think I should say this on air.
You want me to start?
After.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
What do you call a bus full of dead babies?
Oh,
a
God.
good start. Oh
no.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
We're starting things out dark.
Oh no.
Why didn't the vampire attack Taylor Swift? Because
Why?
she had bad blood.
Oh, T Swift. Man.
Yeah, she just came out with a new album just recently, right?
She
Yeah,
did.
Yeah, she dropped like a 20-song album that's supposed to be all one continuous loop.
Really?
No wonder
Holy-
no wonder all the songs sound the same. Like my wife listens to Taylor Swift and it's like all of this sounds the same. She's like whispering and talking and whispering and talking, and that's it. I don't know. I'm not a Swiftie.
I'm not Swiftie in any way.
Yeah.
She scares me. There's something about tall women that scare me.
How tall is she?
She's like 6'1", 6'2". She's
Yeah,
tall.
apparently she's like super tall.
Yeah. My wife's like right at the cutoff.
She's 5'11".
No, she's taller than that.
She's 5'11".
You're 5'11".
I mean, that's close. That's close.
You're 5'11".
6 foot. I mean, an inch away.
For a guy my height, that's a nice height for a woman to be.
You're taking that on.
My fiance told me that tall ladies that are blonde, white, and have blue eyes are considered aliens.
Aliens?
Probably.
In some cultures, I was like, what?
Descended from reptile people, man.
Taylor Swift, I'm looking at
Oh
you.
my God.
I mean, hey,
Reptile people
listen.
are running the world right now, so and they're aliens. Hey, Corey, here's one for you too.
Oh no.
What state would Mario live in?
Oh, Jesus.
Louisiana.
Okay, listen.
That's one for all you Nintendo fans out there.
We're about to move on.
What if I had more?
I want more, Stoy. Give me more. One more.
One more? No.
One more. One more.
No, because that one I don't know if it's offensive or not. But
it's not.
It's funny. Okay. So
sorry.
Go on. You got one?
Am I actually going to have to censor the show after the live? We will find out, because I thought I was going to censor. I thought I was going to censor after talking about all the fucking penises and vagines last week.
Hey, Corey.
Oh, come on.
Why did? How did the Traveler get its name?
I don't know.
It never dribbled.
Wow. I do have some good Destiny jokes. I actually have them saved in a Word.
There's Destiny jokes?
Yeah.
That's what I Googled. Where is Destiny's story?
Oh, so is that what that Traveler thing was just now?
It's shrouded in the darkness.
Why does Zavala hate anime?
Why?
Because it attacks on Titans.
Yeah, this is all going way over my head. But I get it. I know who Zavala is. I know that much.
Man. Good times.
You nerds done?
Why does LeRon not like our jokes? Because he doesn't have a sense of humor.
Oh man. What do you call a horny ghost?
What?
Hard light.
Hey, okay, I just Googled Monster Hunter jokes. I think LeRon may get some of these.
Okay, try me.
Gore Magala walks into a bar and a table and a chair because apparently he has no eyes. Is that the joke?
Yeah, that is a joke.
Okay, all right.
Is this what the show is turned into now?
We're just gonna tell jokes.
That one's
we're actually gonna talk about some news, rumors, and just general chat and games tonight. We are.
Okay, explain this one to me. Breaky Dios can't masturbate without fingers, and even if they could, it would just blow up in their face. What does that mean?
It's because the monster's fingers are actually more like hooks, so they always curl back in the palms of his hand.
Oh, that would.
But the whole explodey thing is because I just got it. Oh my god. Okay. Part one of his attacks is like he licks the tips of his hands, and he creates this explosive slime. And after a few seconds, it charges up, and whenever he hits something, it explodes.
Okay.
I mean, when I lick my fingers, I get explosive slime too.
Yeah. I guess you are a breaky DS.
That's why I started laughing as soon as I thought about it for a second.
Okay.
This show's not going anywhere tonight.
Yeah, clearly not. Yeah.
This show's not going anywhere tonight.
Hey, Andre.
Okay, hit me.
I had some great Destiny jokes, but they were all taken.
I didn't get it for a split second. I was like, wait a minute, taken. The hard light one is still just the best one so
far.
Okay, let's begin. Let's go.
All right. Well, before we get started, I want everyone to not forget that you're tuning into the Crossroads Game Podcast, where you can catch us every week live Tuesday nights at youtube.com/Exodus803, starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 5:30 p.m. Pacific. We're always kind of late. It feels like that. So yeah,
I swear we talk about games. I swear
we do talk about.
We're here to talk about games. We're here to talk about games.
Yeah. If you happen to miss the live airing of the show, you can always catch the official replay of any of the episodes at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time the following evening on youtube.com/Exodus803. And You can also listen to the podcast wherever you like to consume podcast shows. If you're an audiophile, that is, by heading on over to any of the places, including Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and a whole host of other podcast locations. Audio versions of the show go live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. as well. If you want to see previous episodes of our show, all of our episodes can be found over at our partner website, which is bossrush.net. And if you're watching us on YouTube, please, you'd be doing us a massive, massive favor by simply and just pay attention to me here by simply not forgetting to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Sharing our videos brings the conversation to even bigger audiences, and we would love you for it if you did that. If the audio podcasts are your thing, please leave us a review. And if you enjoy the show, I don't know, maybe give us a 5-star rating. That would be swell, right, guys? It would be swell, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
4-star rating. It's fine. Vote
4
with your
star.
heart.
4-star.
Go with
5.
5 or don't bother. That's the rule.
That is, no one ever says, if you like us, please leave us a 3 or a 2.5-star review.
If you thought we were okay, leave us the mid stars.
Yeah.
Leave us the mid stars.
Leave us a 2 or something like that.
All right, fellas, let's go ahead and break into this. The first topic of the night is always what we've been playing. So I'm going to ask the question to you first, Corey. Hey, man, what you been playing this week?
Oh my gosh, LeRon, I've been playing a lot. Are you ready for this?
Okay. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Friday night, I played some Destiny 2 with some friends, not named Andre. We played through the duality dungeon. I got that sweet sword, and yeah, that was cool. That was fun. That dungeon's cool. And then Saturday I played some Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which is the sequel to Kingdom Battle. It's that game's pretty cool. I mean, it's definitely builds upon the first one. The main difference is that a lot of the areas are free roaming areas instead of grid based. The first game, like the overworld was kind of free roam, but each battle arena was grid based and you kind of had to move in a grid. Whereas this one, the open areas are still free roam and you can kind of wander around and look for secrets and look for stuff. But when you get into battles, they're also free roam within like this, there's like an indicator that tells you how far you can go and you can kind of move anywhere within this space. And trying to find good combinations of characters is pretty cool. Luigi has a bow, like a sniper bow, and it's kind of hilarious because when he when you use his power, like his power move or whatever, it does this really hilarious, serious animation of him like drawing the bow and pulling it back, and he's got this angry look on his face, and it's like this is a lot for Luigi, but it's super cool. I also really like Rabbid Luigi and Rabbid Peach. Rabbid Peach is more of a healer character, and it's really effective when you have two really aggressive characters like Mario and Rabbid Luigi on your team at the same time too. So if you have a Switch, that's highly recommended. I do have to say, visually, it does not look as good as a lot of Nintendo first party games. I mean, it was developed by Ubisoft, but like a lot of the textures kind of look flat. The animation and stuff is really nice and the character models are nice, but like in handheld mode, when you kind of get zoomed out and stuff, like just a lot of the textures just look flat and light doesn't reflect off of them correctly, or just things that are indicating that the Switch is old and the hardware is old. So it's still a nice looking game, though. It's still a great playing game. It's definitely a step up from the first one, which was already a great game. So highly recommend it if you have a Switch. I played the first hour of Persona 5 Royal also.
Okay.
On the Switch. I'm not nearly far enough into it to give you any kind of real indication of this game You know, I mean,
okay, so this is actually your first time playing this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it looks really nice. It runs really nice. It definitely reminds me of Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which is another RPG from Atlas in collaboration with Nintendo. It's basically Shin Megami Tensei or Persona, but with Fire Emblem characters instead of, you know, the normal humans in their personas. But yeah, it definitely visually looks great. The kind of the trying to get used to like the scheduling system. Definitely not a game I really want to play while I'm playing other games. So I think I'm actually going to put a pause on that, because the game that I really, really want to talk about is a game that I know PlayStation players have been playing for a while and Xbox players played recently, but it just came to Switch as well. Nier Automata. Dude, this game, I like.
How is that game? I've always been really curious about it.
So it's one of those games that you always hear about, like the grand gaming culture is like, this is a must play, this is the greatest game of all time type thing, right?
Yeah, those are like the people that love Bloodborne and love Elden Ring.
Yeah, and it's like
no one has a negative thing to say about it, and if you do, you get blasted for it.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, this game kind of is like, I don't know if I really want to try this, because I don't want to get yelled at on the internet if I don't like it, you know. So I just kind of like stayed away from it. And then they announced the Switch version. I'm like, well, I do play my Switch a lot because of life situations, so let's give it a whirl. And I'm gonna say this right now. I'm about 2.5 hours in, 3 hours in. It's my favorite Platinum game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, by far. I'm not that I'm like a huge Platinum fan or anything, but like I like Vanquish a lot, and Bayonetta is good.
One of my favorites, yeah.
Astral Chain is pretty good, right? But like this game is like, it's on another level, I think. Like the combat's super fun, the art direction's super cool. The story kind of had me hooked like right away, to be honest. Like I don't know. I was like really surprised at how much I really liked this game, and it made me kind of rethink how I want to play some games the rest of the year, because I'm like, okay, well, I got to prepare for some game of the year talk, got to finish some of these games, got to, I don't know, maybe try Gotham Knights at some point, or, you know, some of these other games that are out that I haven't played yet. But like, this game is something special, and even only being 3 hours in, like I'm hooked. I want to see it all the way through. I'm going to play the multiple endings or whatever to try to get the whole story. Yeah, man, there's this, it starts out with like spoilers, I guess, for the first like 5 minutes of the game, but like it starts out as like a shoot 'em up, not a third person action game. And that part was really cool. Like, I mean, I knew that, but like actually playing it and seeing like, okay, well, this part kind of plays like Star Fox, but then you go to a top down view and your ship turns into a giant mech that you are shooting guys with, and then it goes to like a R-type style mode and kind of flips back and forth, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then when you get out of your mech, you have this little robot that helps you shoot things, and the combat's fluid, and this game only runs at 30 frames a second. I know this has been like a big conversation recently of like 30 versus 60 or whatever, but like it's a solid 30, it's a smooth 30, and I'm just kind of blown away by this game. It's one of the best looking games on the Switch, hands down, too. Like,
really,
it didn't lose any fidelity. Like, the only fidelity it lost was the Xbox and PlayStation versions run at 4K, and this runs at 1080p because it's the Switch, right? That's the only difference that I can see visually. So I highly recommend Nier, really, to anyone who likes kind of hack and slash action RPGs. Just a fair warning though, like the first hour or so of the game, you can't save the game, so you're gonna have to set aside some time to, like, you know, put some effort into it.
So is it a game where if you like died, do you have to like restart from the very beginning, or was that just the beginning of the game?
It's just the beginning of the game.
Oh, so you have to get through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's like this massive kind of almost like Transformer type robot thing that you have to fight with these chainsaw blade arms that and it's like taller than a building, right? It's huge, and you're sitting there kind of fighting it, and then the sequence happens, right? And after you finish the sequence with this boss, you kind of go into this this chamber, and that's where you're allowed to save the game, and then you kind of progress through the game through there, and then you can save whenever you want. But like, yeah, the combat's super cool. I'm shocked at how much I like this game, to be honest. I knew it was I knew it was going to be good just because people talk so highly of it, but like it was also like, are they overhyping it? Are they, you know, I always get afraid when people are like, this is the greatest game of all time. But it's great. Highly recommended. And then I've just been playing other little things. Like I've played a little bit of Tony Hawk 1 and 2 and some Tetris Effect just to kind of kill some time.
All right, cool.
I feel like you just set the bar real high.
I know, right?
Holy.
Sorry.
I know, right?
I'm usually not the one that sets the bar high. Okay.
I know. I'm very surprised that like you played all that over the weekend, because usually like you don't have a lot of time.
Have you seen the type of month that we're having right now in releases?
I know.
I mean,
and this man's playing old games. This man's playing Persona 5. Came out like a couple years ago. Nier Automata came out a couple years ago.
Tony
Hawk, yeah. Tetris Effect.
Hey, technically all these games are new to him, so like,
yeah.
So like, you know,
someone.
3 of these games came out on Switch this year. Okay, so they're new to me.
All right, Andre, you're up.
A little bit of Cyberpunk, a little bit of Digimon Survive, and then I don't know like how it happened or where it came from, but I got like I got the urge to play PvP in Destiny again, and just like,
oh no,
and just like try it out. And for some reason, I got like rehooked, and now I'm just like up here sweating playing PvP.
Are you okay?
Like,
did something happen?
I did it all weekend. That's all I did. was just play PvP in Destiny 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't know how it happened, but like I played 1 and then 2, and then next thing I knew, I was like on like game 10, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, how did I get here? so it was a little bit of Cyberpunk, a little bit of Digimon Survive, which Corey, if you haven't played it, I highly suggest you playing it. And then Destiny 2, and that was basically the 3 games on rotation for me. And that's it.
Uh-oh. Is there breaking news?
No.
No.
I just threw this in the chat because Jack Bro actually asked the question on Twitter.
And this is a good question too. So yes, it's on the docket now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Story, did you see my question?
Yeah, and I answered that I didn't post it yet. Oh, I was.
Yeah. Okay, because I can see it. That's why I asked.
Okay. Apparently, I set it as private, so I will change it.
All right. Yeah. All right. All right. Sorry to break into you like that. Now, Andre, was there anything else you want to mention?
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. All right. Stoy, that means you're up next.
Man, I played a lot.
Hit me.
Yeah. So basically, what I did was I ended up playing new Tales from the Borderlands.
Ooh, how's that?
That one's actually really good. It's a very eclectic cast of characters. You know, that's to be expected with you know, kind of like the Borderlands series, because you know, they're always kind of like weird dudes, but weird people. But like everybody's new with the exception of Reese. I don't know if you guys have played the Borderlands series, but Reese is the kind of like, he's the CEO of Atlas, which is some mercenary company, and you're playing as a role of this scientist, the scientist's brother Octavio, and then this woman in a wheelchair, Jen, I think. I forget their names. I only played this game once so far. I only played it for maybe an hour and a half or so, but I'm really impressed with the when you have a game like this, because this game reminds me of like the Telltale games where like, it's all kind of like wooden movements and like stock motions and stuff like that. Like this development team actually went all out in terms of like motion capture. Like it looks solid. Like the acting matches the movements, the body movements of everybody. And that's actually what really impressed me. I didn't expect that. So it's kind of cool when you play a game and you're like, this game's going to be all right, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, this game is actually pretty solid, pretty good.
Mhm.
Really cool story, really funny characters, good animation. It's great. So, but you guys want to hear me talk about Gotham Knights, don't you?
I do.
Yes,
I
sir.
do, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this game, I think people were prepared to dislike it because I've seen all the comments, I've read all the comments, and a lot of people have been saying it's boring, combat is kind of rough. A lot of people saying they want Batman, and that's where this game was destined to fail because
Yeah, no Batman.
no Batman. Batman dies right away in the beginning of the game.
How does he
And,
die? If you don't mind.
He basically blows himself up.
Okay, and it's confirmed like dead.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, they're not gonna find his body, and it's gonna be weird. But like, they pour through the wreckage of Wayne Manor, and there he is right there, just blasted. So,
so like he's like they find his body dead.
Yeah. It's like the Knights. Everybody shows up to Wayne Manor because Ra's al Ghul is like fighting him in the Batcave, and he dies too in the process. So
that's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it remains to be seen what this is going to lead to. Like inside my head, I'm thinking there's something else that's going to happen. They're probably going to throw Bruce Wayne in the Lazarus pit, and at the end, he's going to like come back to life, whatever. Anyway,
it's happened before.
Yeah, I was going to say it's happened. It happened with Red Hood. It happened with Nightwing at one point, depending on what you watch or what you read. And, it probably happened to Batman.
So how did the Bat family, like, did Alfred call them or like?
Yeah, basically kind of everybody banded together because it's like, well, now they want to discover, because basically after, Bruce Wayne died, they went through all the, funeral stuff, and then they found out like, hey, Batman's gone too. Let's run amok in Gotham City. So it's like everybody's running around.
Yeah, it's free reign now.
Basically. So like everybody's coming out of the woodwork and they're causing havoc because like Batman's not around, and the police, obviously in this world, Commissioner Gordon is dead as well.
What?
Yeah, everybody's dead.
Man, they went ham.
So they have a new police commissioner that's kind of letting police corruption kind of run rampant. So yeah, it's a tall order for these knights to have to kind of go in.
No commish, no Batman. Holy shit!
Because in some DC comics, they refer to basically like superheroes as masks, vigilantes. So like, there's a significant portion of the Gotham population that does not like you because you're a vigilante or you're a mask or you're inviting this terror on Gotham. So, no, the police don't like you. And interestingly enough, you can actually fight the police in this game if you want to. The problem is that you do not gain XP when you do.
Oh,
yeah. So
that's fair.
Yeah, you can go around beating up cops all day if you want, but you're not getting stronger. You're not getting XP. You're not getting materials and stuff. So it's like, okay, all right. I mean, you really have no reason to go beating up cops, but whatever. So, the game starts out, obviously you get your pick, who you want to pick more, and then that's the character you're going to be locked in for an hour as you're kind of developing the story and kind of finding out what's happening. Because Talia, Ra's al Ghul's daughter, is like kind of in town and she's doing something. So I started out as Batgirl, which was kind of shocking. Like, you could select any character you want, but I started as Batgirl, and I really like Batgirl. Actually, I've been playing her mostly throughout my playthrough.
Yeah, that was actually
how's her moveset? How's her moveset?
What was that?
How's her moveset?
Well, I think she's the most user friendly, and the least flashy. Like Nightwing is kind of acrobatics. He's He has very flashy moves. He moves around a lot. He's like jumping off of people, and he's doing like weird like jump kicks, spin kicks, and stuff.
Okay, so if you could relate the Bat family to the Turtles, who'd be who?
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy. I would say okay.
Not to throw like a curveball at you, just.
I would say, well, this is going to be kind of easy. Robin is Donatello.
Okay.
Wait, Red Robin.
Red Robin.
So Tim Drake.
Tim Drake.
Donatello.
Okay.
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 So Red Hood is Raphael. I mean, because
True.
He's the smart.
And they're both red, which is ironic.
And Red Hood's a tank. Raphael is kind of a tank in certain aspects.
Yeah.
Where, and then you got me personally. I think Batgirl is Leonardo.
Really? I didn't see that coming.
Well, actually, no, because like, is she okay? So is she being portrayed as like this is the start of her becoming Oracle? Before like the whole accident happens. No. Okay. Well, then I don't understand. What? So how's she not Donnie then?
That's I thought she'd be Donnie.
No, Donnie is Donnie is Red Robin because he's got a staff for one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And also,
okay.
He's kind of the tech guy.
Yeah. Okay.
But also that's kind of the funny thing because Barbara is the tech guy, but honestly, she's the one leading these schmucks. So she kind of has this like leadership potential where she's kind of like, she's kind of organizing things. So that's where I see her as kind of more as the leader, more as Leonardo.
When you think about it, you have 3 egos there. Someone has to keep them in check.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, right. So that makes sense.
Nightwing and Red Hood are just like constantly going at each other. Red Robin is just like, I'm just here for the pizza, man. Because he's like 18 years old, 17 years old.
Yeah, I can see it being like Nightwing and Red Hood are arguing, and then Red Robin tries to say something, and both of them turn to him and be like, "Shut up, we're talking," and then they go back at each other.
Yeah, because there was like a conversation between like Red Hood's like, I wouldn't trust that cop. And there's nothing I hate more than cops. And Barbara's like, you hate everything. And he's like, that's not true. It's like, well, yeah. I mean, you kind of do hate everything, my guy.
Yeah, so, you're not lying.
Yeah. So I guess then, Michelangelo, I guess, would be kind of like Nightwing because Michelangelo can be kind of acrobatic-y, I guess. Mm-hmm. That's a word.
Yeah.
So everybody controls different. And you're gonna find a favorite pretty much right away.
Oh,
and
okay.
I've played as everyone, and I would say Batgirl is the most user friendly. Red Hood is going to be the most difficult because he's slow. Nightwing is the most fun. He's the most flashy, and actually, Red Robin seems to be the most effective because that staff fucking kicks ass. Like it's got good range and it's pretty damn powerful.
So. Is it all 4 on screen at once, and you just pick and choose, or is it like one?
No. So like, basically, what you do is the concept of the game is like every night. Basically, is like you go out into the Gotham City, you pick your character who you want to be as, because the central point is the Belfry. It's like you're in I think Wayne Tower, and you're basically your base of operations, and you pick which character you want to go out as. You patrol the streets because there's like random crimes around the streets. Sometimes there's actual particular crimes with particular gangs or mobs that you need to kind of stop. And then after you stop those, you get information, which can kind of build into more missions. And then you can report back to the Belfry, end your night, complete all the evidence that you find, interrogations that you got, information, all this stuff. And then, you can kind of piece together more information. You can unlock missions. You can take all the materials that you got throughout the game. And, you could beef up your weapons. You can beef up your batarangs. You can beef up your suits. Like, you're starting to do this stuff right away. I mean, you're getting points and materials.
That's awesome.
Like, it's just falling out of the sky. Like, it's so amazing how it's like, they're obviously scaling up the material and scaling up the equipment and gear like appropriately, but it's like, it's not like you don't have to grind, which is nice. Like, you don't have to be like, well, I want to upgrade to this suit, so I got to be out, beating up like 20 crimes so I can get enough materials. No, they're very generous with the materials that they give you. So
this game sounds super in depth. I don't know why people don't like it.
It is in depth, and it's actually like, I mean, you're spending a lot of time like upgrading your gear, adding mods. You could change certain aspects of your costume. So like basically you can unlock this suit with these particular damages or these particular elemental defenses and stuff. And then you could change the cowl. You could change even the bat symbol on your suits.
That
You
sounds
could change.
so cool.
Yeah, you could change a lot of different unique things to kind of make your suit a little bit more unique. So there's a lot to this game, and it's
people just don't like it because it's not Arkham, and B,
Yep.
the news came out that it was at 30 frames instead of 60, right?
Yeah. Which the game runs just fine. I don't think running this at 60 frames a second would have made it any better. I know there's a couple dropped frame moments when you're on the bat cycle, and for some reason it's only on bridges.
It's probably because it's loading in the next area, it seems.
Yeah, which that's what I'm thinking. That's what it's doing. But because like Gotham Island or Gotham is like separated into kind of 3 islands, so to speak, 3 big islands. But yeah, like it's not a bad game. Like it's solid. The combat is solid, and it took some getting used to because inside my head I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be like the Arkham games, but it's not. It's slower. But it doesn't mean it's bad. Like,
so it's more methodical.
Yes. Okay. Methodical. It's not like crazy fast. The one gripe I have is there's no parry system. There's only an evade. So like you have to time your evasion to knock that perfect evade so you could parry. But that's it, really.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't see. I mean, like I said, is it a perfect game? No, it's but no game is really perfect. But I think the game is fun. I think there's a lot of like side character stories that I'm kind of finding out. Part of me wishes maybe we could have had one game from just one character perspective. But this is what we got, and it's great. My personal opinion.
That's cool. All right. Anything else?
Otherwise, I played A Plague Tale Requiem, which that game is amazing.
Oh yeah. All right.
300,000 rats on screen at once.
All right. So here's the question, real quick. Then, these 3 games right now, which one is your favorite to play right now?
Gotham.
All right.
Gotham Knights. Yeah.
All right. Say no more, fam.
Yeah.
Say no more.
A Plague Tale is good because it's a very good linear story. It's very dark. It's very it's disgusting. I don't know if you played A Plague Tale Innocence, but the game centers around your character Amicia, who's watching her brother Hugo that's got this disease that makes him be able to control homicidal rats. In like 16th century France.
Those homicidal rats.
Yeah, rats can get homicidal, bro. When you get 300,000 of them in a room, yeah, they can get homicidal. But yeah, the game looks gorgeous. It's amazing. There's a huge amount of attention to detail. The story development is really good because it's kind of I'm glad that it's focusing more on Amicia now because she's stressed. She has this. She's kind of been labeled as the protector of Hugo.
Mm-hmm.
So she has this kind of desire to protect him at all costs because she's the big sister. He's the little brother. He's innocent, and she has to get her hands really dirty in order to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there was like a particular scene where she just went on a fucking rampage. And it was like someone was trying to talk some sense to her, but she was like kind of like red with blood rage throughout this process. And it's like, God damn, like she's unhinged. So, it's getting to her. Like, the stress of everything in the game is getting to her. So it's really cool to see that kind of like perspective,
Mm-hmm.
But I've, Gotham Knights.
All right, cool. All right, so I've only been playing one thing. I've actually not touched Monster Hunter at all this past week. Not since the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection came out. And you know what, Andre and Stoy, you guys should definitely be like giving me a round of applause because not only Not only am I sunk into Uncharted 4 right now, but it's I'm trying to figure out why I put the game down, because like somewhere back in 2016 when the game was new and fresh, because I bought it brand new, it halfway through the game it lost my interest, and I can definitely say like I've been playing this game strong since Friday night, and I'm actually past the point where I fell off on PlayStation 4, and like I said, I do not know like what it is, and maybe and by the way, I'm playing the Legacy of Thieves collection on the PC, because I was one of the people who actually did not want to get the PS5 version once they announced the PC version was coming, because I mean I've already like partaken in other games, that have gotten an update. Like I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut right now on PlayStation 5, stuff like that, I got the Horizon Zero Dawn PS5 updated edition and stuff like that. So, but when they announced that Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection was coming, I was like, I want to actually play an Uncharted game on PC, because Uncharted is the reason why I even bought a PlayStation 3. I bought a $600 PlayStation 3, back when it was able to
it was that much money, wasn't it? Jesus.
Yeah, back when those systems could still backwards compatible like PS1 and PS2 games and stuff like that. I saw a trailer for Uncharted Drake's Fortune, and I was like, I gotta play this. It's only on PlayStation, so I guess I'm spending $600 for a PlayStation 3, and that's what I did. But anyway, back to Uncharted 4 though. Man, like I don't know what was wrong with me back when I first played it, because like I was like, the story was the story was intriguing, and it wasn't. What can you tell me? What was it?
I just can't say it on air though,
because Andre does not like good things.
Now I feel like he's about to slander me. I think that's what's happening. See, he chuckles, so we know that's what it is. But
because you're dumb and don't finish good games.
We already had this conversation, so you know what? I'm not gonna bring it back up. I will.
Okay. That was a bit harsh. You're silly and don't finish.
You're so silly.
I will summarily curse you out after the show ends. So get ready.
I'll just hang up the phone on you.
You won't be able to escape me.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of goes to be said that everybody always has that game that they always go back to, that they kind of continuously play and sync up a lot of their time. I mean, obviously with you, Andre, and Corey, you guys have Destiny 2 that you always go back to, and LeRon always goes back to Monster Hunter. So I've unfairly treated you, LeRon, in that. But I'm still gonna tell you to expand your horizons a bit and play some games, bro.
Well, I mean, the good news is
I will defend your right to play Monster Hunter, but damn, finish Uncharted 4, please.
Well, yeah, please. I want you to like. Hold on,
guys. Please. It's Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday night right now. I will probably not be able to play any games tomorrow night, because like I'll be recording 2 podcasts. But Thursday and Friday, I think by Friday night I will be into Uncharted Lost Legacy, because like I am getting close to beating this Uncharted 4. I'm already past the point where I was at when I quit the game, and that was more than halfway through the game in the first run. So like
the second you've beaten Uncharted 4, please message us and tell us your thoughts, please.
I will do that. I will do that.
I'm very excited to see your thoughts about how the game ended and like the whole ending part.
Now, one thing I can truly say though is like, you remember the part in Uncharted 4 where Drake and Elena are on the couch and he's playing Crash Bandicoot?
Oh, that took me so far back.
I actually got further in this time running that Crash Bandicoot than I did when I originally played it back in 2016. So I feel like that should have been an achievement by itself right there. The game is fun, and maybe now was the right time for me to play it. And I'm not, I'm not sure why back then wasn't the right time to play it, but it's fun. Like a lot of the Nixus didn't port this one. And I think that's the reason why it took so long. Iron Galaxy handle the port on this one, and the game is fine, because I'm playing it 4K 60 HDR and all that stuff, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It plays nice. Not barely a frame drop, if anything. Like I don't think I've caught it dipping below like 50, 56, 50, 57 frames. So like that. it's a well handled port, but like it is the question, why did it take 9 months for it to come out when it's projected to come out by May or June of this year, earlier after the game releases on next gen, back in February and stuff like that. So that was a limiting thing, and and honestly, I pretty much kind of just like I was almost resigned to just go ahead and just like whatever, call it quits on that one. But yeah, like man, like I tell you, like when I say I've been going strong at this game, I've been going strong, and some of those segments, just replaying them have been hilarious. Even though the infuriating stuff was that damn clock tower. That clock tower was infuriating.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, the clock tower is infuriating. Honestly, like I didn't even like you remember when you get to the to Madagascar. Well, yeah, Madagascar, and you do the island.
Yeah.
And you're running around the island on the boat following the arrows and stuff. I didn't even spend half the time doing that like I did the first game. And I'm not sure if it's just because I remembered the route this time or whatnot. But I got on the boat, like I found the first arrow, like found the second arrow, and I was on my way.
Probably that.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for the entire party. I completely forgot. This weekend, a friend of mine gave me a free copy of Sekiro. Has anyone played it?
I have not, but if you like Demon Souls, there you go.
I'm a bitch, and I played it on easy mode. I played it on PC, and
Listen,
I downloaded the easy mod.
I was gonna play on easy mode regardless. I just didn't know if anyone had, like.
Well, it doesn't. I don't think it has one unless you.
Yeah, so that's why I downloaded it on PC. And there's if you go to Nexus Mods, there's an easy mode you could download. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm probably gonna do that because I've been curious about the game. I just didn't know if it had like levels to it, and I'm like, listen, if there's like very easy, I'm going in very easy because
This is a From Software game, so they don't give you difficulties. So
yeah,
I assumed. Okay, cool. I just didn't know if anyone played it. I got it for free, and I was like, sure, why not?
It's a great game. I mean,
I've heard.
Me personally, I think it's From Software's best. That's my personal opinion.
Interesting.
But,
okay, cool.
It's actually the game I kind of saw through all the way. So it's
okay.
There are other games I stopped after an hour because I'm like, this is, But yeah, Sekiro I got all the way through. So
okay, cool. Okay, I just wanted to ask that before we continued. So,
but the only way I could get through it because I'm a little bitch. I'm a baby gamer.
Get good.
Yeah, I put on my diapers every time I play Sekiro.
To be fair, I usually play games on easy or normal. I don't have time,
Yeah, I know. Like, especially if I find out a game is clocked in at 80 hours, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm slapping that shit in easy mode and I'm just storming through it. Like, you know what, your game is too long.
Yeah. I in all honesty, like I barely have time to play the games I'm playing that I feel like I'm playing now. So unless it's a continuous game like Monster Hunter or like how you guys play Destiny and whatnot, like like I feel like I shouldn't sink like multitudes of hours into a game. That's just kind of where I'm at now in gaming.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't really play anything that difficult in Destiny either. Like I won't do like the hard stuff in Destiny. It's too hard.
That's funny. All right. Well, that's everything I've been playing. And you know what? We more than invite you to head over to @PS_Crossroads on Twitter and let us know what you guys have been playing recently. Give us some ideas for our next game we played. But I should say that like October has been like a crucial month for game releases. I swear.
Too much.
And we are right now about to break into our notable games coming to PlayStation, PC, and Xbox this week. That being the week of the 24th of October to the 31st. Yes, it's Halloween week. And let me tell you, with the number of games that released in this week alone, wallets and bank accounts are going to be slammed into the Hurt Locker. So here we go. You know what? Andre, I know you like doing this, but this is a task today because like there's a lot of games on this list,
and I'm like, I'm not doing this all.
So I tell you what, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of games of game releases. 6 days, right? There's 4 of us, so let's divvy this up. Let's divvy this
I'll
up.
do October 24 and 25.
You do 24 and 25. Okay,
Yeah.
I will do 26 and 20. I would do 26, 27. Unless actually no, I'll do 27 and 28.
Bullshit.
Oh, you want 28? You want 28?
I want 28.
Okay, I'll do 26 and 27. All right, you do 28.
Well,
and...
actually, maybe I should take 27 because Brewmaster is actually coming out this week. Maybe.
Okay. Well, how about you do 26 and 27? I'll do 28. And Corey, if you like, you can do 20 and 31.
Sure, why not?
Okay. All right.
Let's
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. All right, guys. Let's get this started. Here,
October 24th, we have JoJo's. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't
JoJo
start.
Siwa
Don't start with
that. The first one we have Party Maker, which is a simulation game. Builder, designer, renovator. Unleash your creativity in over a dozen unique places. Get the right equipment. Prepare the space and use what you find. Want to make a crazy party? Then play this
sounds
game.
like JoJo Siwa.
Worldwide party!
No. It's a simulation game. It's Wrap Your Alley, Stoy.
Okay.
Number 2 is IC Red. This is a twin stick shooter in the In the roguelite twin stick shooter, IC Red, you take justice into your own hands. Fight your way through dreary spaceships.
Dreary.
Jesus, dreary spaceships.
Someone needs
use
glasses.
every tool. Yeah, no kidding. And use every tool at your disposal. Will you get your revenge? Question mark. And number 3, we have Golden Light of Rose, survival horror. October 25th.
Hang on, real fast, because you missed something. All 3 of those games that Andre just talked about are available on the PC right now.
I don't know why I keep forgetting to say what they're for. I'm so sorry. All 3 of those are for PC.
I figured something out. that will happen going forward. But
okay.
Thing, man.
October 25th. We have 5. The first one being Yamawari, Lost in the Dark. Did I say that right?
Okay, cool.
Yamawari. Yeah, Yamawari.
Okay, cool. Adventure game for the PS4 and PC. A young girl awakens in a dark, unfamiliar forest with no recollection of how of how she got there. As she searches for the way out, she crosses paths with a mysterious individual who reveals to her that she's been cursed. In order to break the curse, she needs to explore the streets of her town at night to seek her out. I got sidetracked. She's been cursed. In order to break the curse, she needs to explore the streets of her town at night to seek out her lost memories. There we go. However, malevolent ghosts lurk within the shadows, and the girl must avoid them by running, hiding, and shutting her eyes if she hopes to survive long enough to break her curse. This sounds terrifying, actually.
It is spooky week.
True.
Spooky week.
Number 2.
Actually, this game looks pretty good. It's kind of like a top-down retro game. Like it's
yeah.
Oh,
it's interesting. Yeah.
Excuse me. Number 2, Mount and Blade 2 Bannerland, a role-playing game for the PlayStation and Xbox family of consoles. Number 3, Miraculous Rise of the Sphinx. It's an action game. Excuse me. It's for the PlayStation, Xbox family of consoles, and the PC.
And
Paris
PC.
needs a
and PC.
And PC. Sorry.
I need some energy. I need some energy when you talk about this game. Come on.
Paris needs a hero or 2.
Andre.
Hawk.
Yes. I need some energy.
Okay, I will hang on. Paris needs a hero or 2. Hawkmoth and his cronies have hatched a plan to unleash a giant centimonster on the city, and only a superhero crime fighters, Ladybug and Cat Noir, can squash it before it's too late.
This is a great game. Must buy.
Dive into the magical world of Miraculous and face off against the infamous foes from the series and some completely new threats. Level up your abilities to new heights to put an end to the scandalous Hawkmoth schemes and save the lovely people of Paris once more.
Oof.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miraculous.
I'm
Rise of the
hot.
Sphinx.
I'm hot right now.
Sphinx.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Game of the year.
Stoy bringing out the best in people.
Then number 4, Garbage Pally Kids. Mad Mike.
Wait, stop.
Wait,
stop.
what?
Stop.
Yeah, hold on.
Stoy, you got him too flustered.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, I'm concerned.
What did I do wrong?
Garbage Pail Kids, my guy.
Oh, I read Pally Kid. My bad. Pale Kid.
He's like, is this a soccer game? Wait, what?
Yeah. Mad Garbage Pail Kids, Mad Mike, and the Quest for Stale Gum is a platformer for the PlayStation family, the PC, and the Xbox family. Am I allowed to just say that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then number 5, Age of Empires. What Roman numeral is this?
Age of Empires 3.
3? Okay, cool. Season 3 DLC, real-time strategy for the PC. Season 3 adds...
Oh, I'm sorry. Age of Empires 4.
4, okay, 4. Season 3 adds all new seasonal events, multiplayer, ranked games, taunts and cheats, balance changes, bug fixes, and more. It's available for the PC.
Did you guys see, by the way, I'm sure we might talk about it later, I didn't get this far, that Age of Empires 4 is coming to Xbox, and 2 remastered, I think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. It's good you mentioned that because it's not on our list of things to talk about, but thank you for mentioning that.
You're welcome.
LeRon, I really wish your docks had like a dark mode because this screen is so fucking bright.
Hold on a second. That can happen.
Can't you do that on your own?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to just. Sorry.
No.
Anyway.
Any hoozles.
All right. Stoy, you're up.
Stranger of Paradise. Oh my God, that is terrible.
Oh,
my
I
bad.
can't see.
Don't do that.
My
I can't see it.
My bad. Hold on. There we go.
Fight your way through the labyrinth of dimensions. A dungeon that randomly configures your path to unlock pieces of the story. Wanderer of the Rift will introduce a new job, Blue Mage, and special monsters you can fight and summon into battle with the use of a summoning stone. In addition to new equipment that unlocks new abilities, a new class of enemies called Chaotic Monsters will be added to give a player a more diverse and challenging experience.
I feel like you're going to Dr. Evil mode there.
I don't know why I chose that voice, but it happened, and it can't be edited out. That is coming out on PlayStation, Xbox. What? You want me to be boring with this? Oh, I'm gonna be boring.
No. I was just being funny. Do your thing, man.
Last Beat Enhanced Adventure, Xbox Series X, October 27th. Star Ocean, The Divine Force. Adventure. The newest entry in the Star Ocean franchise features a story that blends sci-fi and fantasy, a rich lineup of characters, and side stories. Ooh. A battle system delivering exhilarating combat with easy controls and more. Right up your alley, Corey.
Great.
This is coming out for PlayStation, Xbox family of consoles, and PC.
Holy cow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I need Stoy, I need you to make up descriptions for all of these games.
Okay. No. We have a runtime to worry about. We have a runtime to worry about.
No. I'll make this short. Okay. Saturnalia Adventure for the PlayStation, Xbox family consoles, and PC. Aliens have invaded Saturn, and the aliens are called the Nalia, the Nalia people. And you're tasked with you're Jack Sparrow of the Space Force of the United States of America, and you have to liberate the citizens of Saturn from the Nalia aliens.
He's not even in the ballpark.
Signalis Adventure, PlayStation, Xbox family of consoles, and PC. You are a radio operator on the SS Dawkins in the Pacific, and you're lost at sea, and you need to do Morse code to get a signal so people can find you.
Love it.
Arachnoid Eternal Battle, a puzzle game for the PlayStation, Xbox family of consoles, and PC. This is a remaster of that game where you're taking like weirdly shaped blocks and you're stacking them on the top of each other. And then if you create a line of blocks, that line disappears. So this is just a remake of that game.
Are you sure that's Arkanoid? Are you sure that's Arkanoid?
Gunfire Reborn, a first-person shooter, the Xbox family of consoles. You play as Captain Price in this terror-filled jaunt through space and time. Warhammer 40,000, Inquisitor, Martyr. You are a hammer, and you are tasked with fighting off hordes of monsters. 40,000 to be exact. That's what the 40,000 means.
No more, no less.
No more, no less. Yep, 40,000 exactly. Once you finish 40,000 monsters, the game pretty much ends, and you become a martyr because the hammer can only hammer so much. That comes out for PS5 and Xbox Series X, and then Brewmaster. It's a simulation game that is on the PlayStation, Xbox family of consoles, and PC. You are a soda brewer. You're designed to brew sodas or pop, depending on what part of the country you're from.
Corey,
Stoy was actually looking forward to this.
Corey, I am so angry at you.
Why?
Yeah,
this is great content. You can put this on social media.
I guarantee you, somebody's going to come to the podcast and they'll be so confused when they go out to buy a freaking Arkanoid, thinking it's the next Tetris game.
Well, that's your damn fault. That's your
their problem.
That's their problem.
Maybe they should do some research before they go buying games. Okay.
Somebody's really going to think they're a Warhammer, in this extensive RPG game coming to the next gen consoles.
Wait a minute. He said I would play as a hammer. There's no hammers in this game. This guy's a phony.
To be fair, there are oddly shaped falling blocks in Arkanoid and Turtle Battle because it's a block. It's a.
I mean,
block
busted
breaker.
blocks.
Yeah. So
someone in Warhammer is gonna get to 39,999 and not kill the last monster because of you.
Yep.
Real, yeah.
You don't want the game to end.
Yeah.
You don't want the game to end.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. October 28th. We start off with a big one here. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which everyone should.
I request you talk like Sergeant Price for this entire thing.
I want a really good English accent.
I
really want a good English accent. Come on,
with a
let's
global
go.
squad of iconic veterans. These operatives include Captain John Price, Simon Ghost Riley, John Soap McTavish, Kyle Gaz Garrick, and introducing Mexican Special Forces Colonel Alejandro Vargas.
Yes.
That was beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I wanted.
Modern Warfare 2 is available for PlayStation, the Xbox family of consoles, and PC. Next up on the 28th, we have Resident Evil Village, the Gold Edition, which is, as we all know, it's a first-person horror game. Y'all know what Resident Evil Village is by now.
Third person now.
Oh.
What?
Third person with the mod. Yeah, with the new mode. With the new mode.
Yeah. So you can't say it's just a first-person game.
Is it really? No way.
Okay.
Bro, that's why I'm getting it. That's why I'm gonna play this again just because of that.
Shut up. Is it actually third person? What?
Yeah, there's a third person mode now. So the Gold Edition of the game.
Ethan's face though.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't understand why.
Guess what?
The Gold Edition of the game. The Gold Edition of the game includes the base game with 3 additional major new features, including the new story content, Shadows of Rose, my bad. Experience survival horror like never before in Resident Evil Village, which is set a few years after the horrifying events in the critically acclaimed Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. In this all-new storyline, it begins with Ethan Winters and his wife, Mia, living peacefully in a new location, free from their past nightmares. Just as they are building their new life together, tragedy befalls them once again, and a devastated Ethan finds himself in a remote snow-capped village seeking answers after being thrown into an entirely new nightmare. Resident Evil Village Gold Edition
is available on the 28th for PlayStation, Xbox family of consoles, and PC. And also we have Resident Evil RE-verse, which is an adventure title that everybody's been looking for and has been.
No one's been looking for this.
Yeah, I've been looking.
Don't say that.
They were looking for it before it got delayed.
They were just like, "Where is that RE verse?" Oh well.
Yeah, that RE verse.
Of it.
Yeah, this online multiplayer title was created as a thank you to the fans for the 25th anniversary of the Resident Evil series. Yeah, they kind of missed that mark. Available for free to purchasers of Resident Evil Village, it features the beloved Resident Evil characters as they clash in 6-person death matches. This is also available for PlayStation, the Xbox family of consoles, and PC. And we've also got Commander Keen and Keen Dreams, the definitive edition, which is a platformer game available now for the Xbox family of consoles. All right, October 31st, Corey, you're
up. The Legend of Tianding. Is that how you say that? Is that how you say it?
Tianding.
The Legend of Tianding is a side-scrolling action game about Liao Tianding, the legendary Taiwanese folk hero. Explore the dazzling streets of colonial Japanese Taiwan in the early 20th century as you rob the rich, feed the poor, and expose the darkness lurking in the heart of Taipei. Sounds like a Japanese Robin Hood.
Pretty much.
It's coming to PlayStation and the Xbox family of consoles. Also coming on October 31st is Cthulhu Book of Ancients coming to PC. It's an adventure game. The Unliving, an action RPG coming to PC, and The Unluckiest Man, an adventure game coming to PC. What do we think?
All right.
What do we think The Unluckiest Man is about? It's just some guy who made a bad joke on Twitter and got canceled.
A bad joke on Twitter and got canceled. Actually, hold on. I think I have something on the Unluckiest Man. I think I do, actually.
Ooh, look at this guy.
All right, The Unluckiest Man. Immerse yourself in a dark, tragic comic adventure of The Unluckiest Man, a short, free narrative experience with light puzzle elements. You play as Dragomir, a widower who has just lost his beloved wife after long suffering caused by tuberculosis. Oof. Following her death, Dragomir is struggling, having to prepare Katrina's funeral while being completely broken with no one to help him.
This is a game?
It's a game.
The hell kind of game is this?
It's a game about the unluckiest man.
Yeah.
All I have to say is we hope you're enjoying your month of Broketober, because including the games that we just mentioned here in this segment, there was a whopping total of 47 games released this week. You're welcome. To get the full list of all games releasing this week, head over to our partner website, bossrush.net. And remember that the article is updated weekly to keep you in the know of the latest new and notable games coming out every week. And also, please be kind to us, because all release dates are subject to change. So the Crossroads crew is not responsible for any games that get delayed or canceled.
And don't come at me because Saturnalia is not a space adventure on Saturn.
It could be, though.
Thanks, Stoy.
It could be. It could be. And that's a missed opportunity from the devs.
It's actually Saturnalia 2. The sequel.
Oh, okay, that's the sequel? Okay, got it.
Rings of Power, they're called.
All right. Any of these games jumping at you guys before we move into our next segment? Any games? Like I'm pretty sure Stoy is all there for Call of Duty, Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm kind of butthurt because like the people that pre-ordered it digitally got to play the campaign for the last week.
Oh,
and
really?
my dumbass, pre-ordered it physically, and I didn't get a damn campaign copy.
What are you thinking, Stoy?
Fuck me, right?
God forbid a physical game collector gets, their game the same time everybody else does.
Whatever.
I'll be honest with you. I can't. I right now, with me trying to get through Uncharted and still having to play like all the Dead Space games, like I don't have what it takes to get it up for any of these games right now. But I will be getting, which pisses me off because I just got Resident Evil Village, for basically pennies on a dollar thanks to that humble bundle, and here comes Gold Edition.
Yeah.
Oh, poor LeRon. Poor is me. Oh no, I just bought a game and now they're releasing it again.
Oh, they're releasing the best edition of it. That's what me and Stephanie will cry about it tomorrow night.
Poor Stephanie too. Oh
no! Oh, here we go.
Saturnalia is not a sci-fi
I need
game.
the
Wow,
best
I was way off.
edition of the game. Oh no, I'm LeRon. I need the best edition of the game.
Well, here I'm one to talk because here I am bitching. Everybody's playing Call of Duty a week early, and I'm not.
If we weren't live on stream right now, Andre, I would flip you the bird so badly.
Whatever. What's stopping you? What's stopping you?
I'll just do it there.
That sweet YouTube monetization is stopping him.
Oh,
exactly.
They don't. No,
exactly.
they don't.
I have heard worse things on YouTube.
Come on, you kidding me? We're saying the F word like every other.
My fist is so mad at you right now. It has a boner.
Boners aren't allowed on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's why I didn't flash it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started for tonight's news and topics here at the show. Guess what, guys? We opened this news segment up with some Xbox news first, out the gate, because Microsoft wants you to know that Call of Duty will be restricted on Game Pass. That's right. This news comes to us off of PureXbox.com.
That sounds like a hard L.
It does, right? Microsoft has confirmed in a recent response to the UK's Competition and Markets Authority that restrictions are in place for Call of Duty on the Xbox Game Pass, and this is due to Activision Blizzard's existing agreements with Sony. In a quote, the agreement between Activision Blizzard and Sony includes restrictions on the ability of Activision Blizzard to place Call of Duty titles on Game Pass for a number of years. That's the quote. While this statement doesn't go into detail, it would suggest that new Call of Duty titles, such as Modern Warfare 2, which is coming out a little bit later on this week, won't be added to Game Pass on day one for quite possibly a few years. According to reports in the past, Sony's deal with Activision Blizzard lasts for at least the next 3 Call of Duty titles, although that includes Modern Warfare 2 as well as Warzone 2.0. Nonetheless, Xbox boss Phil Spencer has pointed out before that Microsoft intends to bring Call of Duty to Xbox Game Pass, so perhaps we'll be getting the back catalog until newer games will be added. That's that possibility, but let me break the segment real fast. Who's on? How many of these?
I mean, that's pretty much the segment. That's the segment.
No, there's a little bit more to this.
Okay, I guess.
Is there?
But I want to ask real quickly. I want to ask real quickly though, like how many Call of Duty games do you foresee? Okay, let's say the entire back catalog of games hits Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
How many of the games do you see? I see people playing Modern Warfare Remastered. And probably what was the sci-fi one with Kevin Spacey before
Advanced Warfare?
Yeah, Advanced Warfare before he obliterated his.
I would say the original Modern Warfare trilogy. I would say I would say Black Ops 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ghosts.
No, not Ghosts.
No one played Ghosts.
I did. I played it on the Wii U. It was awesome.
You played it on the Wii. What the?
The Wii U. It was awesome.
Hey, he was a Wii U stan.
Hey, that was the last Call of Duty game to ever come out on a Nintendo system.
That's not true. Black Ops 2 was.
Black Ops 2 was?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I thought that came out before.
It came out on Wii U. It came out after. It came out the year after.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Anyways, yeah. Don't be hating the Wii U. Best Nintendo console.
I'm not. My Wii U is still plugged in.
So is mine. Right behind me.
But yeah. Yeah, I would see, even they remastered Modern Warfare 2, so I would love to see that. But I wouldn't be surprised if maybe the games that are older than 3 years get kind of released on,
Also, I wonder if once they do come to Game Pass, they'll get FPS boosts and what if somebody's playing Modern Warfare 1 on 360 at 120 frames a second? Although,
holy shit.
Although the thing is that those old games are so hacked and so there's so many cheaters in those games that nobody plays the multiplayer anymore because it's just full of spam bots and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I would only get them for the campaigns anyway. So
yeah.
All right. So now going back to the whole article, especially with the whole thing of the UK's Competition and Markets Authority, deliberating on what's the deal with the actual merger from Activision into Microsoft. Microsoft had a response to the CMA's investigation into the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, where some interesting comments about PlayStation Plus were found. Microsoft says that PS Plus could, quote, respond competitively to Xbox Game Pass's growth by adding more exclusive and or newer content. The actual quote here that was cited says Sony has the ability to respond competitively to Xbox, adding new content to Game Pass by including more of its exclusive content to PlayStation Plus and or making its newer content available in PlayStation Plus, which to date it has declined to do despite charging a higher monthly subscription fee than Game Pass. Shots fired.
He's right, though.
True. Yeah, true. In another part of this section, it's pointed out that PlayStation Plus had already reached 50 million subscribers before the new tiers were launched a few months ago, almost double the number of subscribers to Game Pass. Corey, is that true? You always have the Game Pass numbers. Is that true?
Well, I haven't had them in a while, but
actually, I think the
Does it
highest
sound
Game Pass
like
ever
it's
got
true?
was 30. The highest Game Pass subscribers ever got was 30 million.
yeah,
Okay.
that was the last number I think they reported.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Ultimately, Microsoft goes on to state that it's not plausible that the transaction could give rise to a substantial lessening of competition in relation to multi-game subscription services. Whew. The investigation continues with the CMA not expected to reach a verdict on its Phase 2 investigation until March 2023. So we've got about 5 months to figure, to hear how things work out for these guys. All right. Real fast. Show of hands here real quick. Were you hoping that Call of Duty would be added to Game Pass on day one?
I mean,
it looked like Andre was almost going to raise his hand.
It was never a possibility to me. Like there's
that's
no
the way I
hope
feel.
involved in that.
Are you talking this new one or just all of them moving forward?
Moving forward.
No, that's not going to happen for like 5 years at least.
No.
I knew for sure Modern Warfare had a ghost of a chance of like making it day one, this year coming out. Yeah. And about Microsoft's shade towards PlayStation Plus, what were your thoughts on that one?
They're right.
Let them fight.
Andre wants to watch the whole world burn.
I just
Look,
yeah.
I'm just sitting here on my Nintendo Switch playing 5-year-old games that nobody cares about anymore. Okay,
Oh boy!
Competition pushes the medium forward. So even though this could be petty, this is good for the industry. But this could spur PlayStation to start to compete to bring more to its consumers.
Man, is anybody else feeling like these subscription services are now like a race to the bottom in terms of like?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I personally think every fucking thing these days is a subscription, and I'm getting so tired of it. Apps in the fucking app store.
This is
like everything these days is a subscription, and I'm getting so sick of it. I'll download like an app for say photos. If I'm on the go, I snap a picture and I want to take it, and then I open the app and it's like, here's your 3-day trial. I'm like, why can't things just be free nowadays? Like, it's great. I'm sorry, but just the whole
or even just a one-time payment, like a one-time payment.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have especially with like Microsoft Word? Even though like $200 like on one shot is a lot of money, but still like you're not paying $10 a month because it's easier on the bank.
I miss perpetual licenses.
To be fair, all of the games on Game Pass and most of them on PlayStation's subscription service are you can buy them all piecemeal.
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, right. Like that's my point. Is like, okay, Stoy, to back up what you said, I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and that shit's like $30 a month. I'm why can't
I shared that with a couple people.
Why can't I just drop like $200 for the year and be good? It's just I'm just sorry, just subscription-based things nowadays really just get to me
because that's how they make the money. That's how they make the rotating money.
Yeah.
And then
continued revenue. It's just
And now we have like
big brain time.
I think Disney Plus is doing it where it's like there's a subscription base and then there's a new one with no ads. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what do you mean?
Well,
what do you mean ad?
The no ad version is not changing price right now, but the ad based version is $3 cheaper.
Ooh.
It's just like, why do you even need a second tier of it? Just I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll
that
stop,
sounds like
just...
didn't Twitch do that? Like Twitch said, "Oh, if you pay for the subscription service, you don't get ads before streams." But then all of a sudden, Twitch said, "Nah, we're gonna throw ads in there anyway." Because
yeah, and it's just like, okay,
and pay our streamers less.
Yeah, and pay our streamers less money because we need that ad revenue.
Yeah.
Yep. For real. Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's my 2 cents on subscription things. I fucking hate them. I'm sorry.
Nah.
I'm with you. Even though I have a couple subscriptions myself, obviously
I do.
Game Pass
don't get me wrong. I have some because if I don't have them, I can't enjoy things I do. That's just it.
And in all seriousness, like this is the reason why I started my own Plex server. Not last weekend, but the weekend before last, I was like, man, I can't take this shit anymore. Like I just wanted to watch a random ass show, like some shit that I've already seen, like Battlestar Galactica, which remember that shit used to be on Amazon Prime and Hulu for like forever. Then that shit disappeared and it's on Peacock, and I could have sworn the last I looked, it was on Peacock for the regular non-subscriber service, like the free one, and it's behind the paywall. I'm like, you know what, I fucking quit. So I like, you know what, I already have Battlestar Galactica all digital on my computer. I'm starting a Plex server so I can watch it wherever the fuck, whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
Sick.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to our next news topic here. All right. So we've got some PlayStation news for you guys, and depending on how you sat last week in our conversation, this might be a good one for you.
My question. Go on. I'll give you my answer.
All right. So, in the upcoming God of War Ragnarok for PlayStation 5, you will be able to play it in 120 frames per second.
Why?
That's right.
But it's gonna look like dog shit.
Why is my question? Why do you need to play God of War? Because why do you need to play God of War at 120 frames per second?
It's gonna play in 720p resolution.
Yeah,
That's the only way they're gonna get it.
I want some smooth jaggies. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like that game is gonna be so good, and if you play at 120, you're basically gonna take a shit on that game. I highly recommend not doing it. All the power to you, but I mean,
well, it's like the 120 hertz mode on Halo Infinite on the Series S. It runs at 540p, but you can technically run it.
540?
Yeah.
Are you being funny?
Yeah, that drops down to like 540. I think they're.
Oh my god.
The targeted resolution is 720, but it drops way below that when you get into these battles and stuff. It's hilarious.
Hell no. Oh, hell no. All right, so the graphical settings for God of War Ragnarok have been revealed thanks to a new round of reviews. Guess what? Early previews. Because guess what? There's a lot of people out there that gloated that they are playing God of War Ragnarok, and they can't say shit about it. Yeah. All right, so the game offers 2 distinct options, each of which can be pushed further by those who have a TV that can support HDMI 2.1. Sorry, I had a hiccup just now. All right, so this is confirmed by Press Start, and then it was further verified by our friends at Video Game Chronicles. For those of you who prefer resolution in your game, you'll be able to play God of War Ragnarok at 4K 30 frames per second locked. If you prefer performance, you'll be able to play it at 60 frames per second locked. If you prefer resolution, which is basically the high frame rate mode, you can get to play this at 4K at 40 frames per second locked. And if you favor performance, which is also a high frame rate option, you get the targeted 120 frames per second.
I'll take 60 every day.
Me too.
Not me. I want my game to look good. I'm going for resolution.
My games look great at 60.
Yeah.
1080p.
Look, as long as the game runs smooth, looks fine.
Hold on, stop, Stoy.
Oh yeah, are you talking your PC? Okay,
I'm playing Uncharted 4 at 4K 60.
Okay, fair enough.
Jesus Christ, man.
Us plebs that don't have PCs are gonna get stuck with just consoles that would blow up if it ran 4K 60.
Now, when I'm playing God of War, when I'm playing God of War Ragnarok on the PS5, I probably will play 4K 30. I probably will. I just cannot stand how slow 30 frames looks. It's
okay. What? We're not starting this.
All right.
Yeah, so we already had this conversation.
All right, so in last week's show, we also mentioned that Sony Interactive Entertainment announced a new God of War Ragnarok PlayStation 5 bundle, which we burst your bubble by saying there's nothing special about the console. All you're getting is the console plus the game. You're not even getting the special edition controller, so
that's what Nintendo does
welcome.
right. If they announce a system, they design the system to reflect the game, but they don't give you the damn game with it, which cracks me up.
But the console's still the same price, though.
The console's still the same price, but it looks cooler.
Yeah,
that's what those Splatoon Joy-Cons, though. I don't care for Splatoon, but those Joy-Cons.
I will say,
I didn't really care for those colors.
In
Go ahead, Andre.
In the accessory and console design section, Nintendo does a really good job.
Yeah,
they could do better with the Switch, though. How many games have come out that you're like, I would like a Pro controller for that? And they're like, Mario, nah. Xenoblade, yeah. Monster Hunter.
Actually, I would like new color options for the Pro controller.
Yeah.
I mean, I did stand in line for the Skyward Sword Legend of Zelda Joy-Cons.
Sick.
I was just really nice to Ed for a week, and he bought them for me. So I'm just kidding. I'm nice to Ed all the time.
And then you immediately pissed him off by not defending his take on Grand Theft Auto.
I mean, well, he has opinions, okay.
I'm not gonna beat the dead horse, or I'm not gonna beat the dead horse or raise the dead with the whole frames per second performance mode conversation. So we're gonna go ahead and get to our next article.
Yeah,
because I can feel people rolling their eyes if we start talking about it. All right. So speaking of Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection, the Legacy of Thieves collection for PC was the weakest launch for Sony to date.
Well, because the game is 10 years old.
And it's a sequel to 3 other games that didn't come to the PC.
Boom. There's a news article right there.
There we go. We got you. Hard-hitting news.
Look, I also like Uncharted 4 isn't exactly the best Uncharted. Although Lost Legacy is a great Uncharted. I don't know. For me, Uncharted 4 was just kind of too long.
Yeah, it was.
It looked great. The story was great. It just was long.
Yeah, I was kind of tossed between which one was my favorite. It was between 2 and 4. But
2's so good.
Yeah,
I think 2 was a masterclass in what an action game should be like.
2 is so good.
Yeah,
that's right. 2 is good.
Oh, I'm glad I reminded you guys. Anyway, yeah,
Uncharted 2.
Well, I mean, like I said, this isn't surprising because this game is. I mean, God of War just came out only a couple of years ago. Spider-Man just came out a couple of years ago as well too. So it's like those make sense that you have them in such a short release window. But I imagine a lot of people have played Uncharted 4 for years.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
also, I wonder,
LeRon.
Wait, what? But speak up.
I think he's trying to. Yeah.
What'd you say, Andre?
Stoy said that he basically said that people have played Uncharted 4 already, and I said, yeah, I'm looking at you, LeRon.
I heard your ass.
This game is 8 years old, LeRon. 8
years old. Also,
6 years old.
By that.
Also,
6 years. It came out in 2016.
Here's the thing too. Is I think God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon all have the benefit of having upcoming sequels also. And
there's nothing right now of Uncharted.
Well, I mean, Uncharted 5's in development somewhere. We know that. But it's not officially.
Pixar didn't happen.
It's I think that's also the thing too, is it's the 4th game in a long line of games that didn't come to PC, plus there's no sequel on the horizon that people know of.
There's no hype monster for it basically. Yeah. All right, so just cliff notes here real fast. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is seemingly PlayStation's weakest first-party PC launch so far, according to Steam data. The game has only done a concurrent. Well, on its opening weekend, it only hit a concurrent 10,851 users in that first weekend on the platform, which is significantly lower compared to Sony's previous efforts. That includes Days Gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you look higher up the table, Uncharted, you've got games like God of War, which attracted over 73,000 players in the first weekend. Marvel Spider-Man, which had more than 66,000.
and 56,000 PC users teamed up with Aloy for Horizon Zero Dawn. I thought I had Days Gone opened with higher numbers, 27,000 players.
I'm so sad that game didn't get a sequel. That game is so good.
Days Gone?
Yeah.
Days Gone is so good.
So good.
The people that left that studio too are making a new game now, though. It's called Ashfall.
Good. I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah.
Ashfall. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Like my panelists mentioned here earlier, it's probably a few factors, including the fact that like we've got the fourth game in the series when 1, 2, and 3 didn't come. I honestly think they could have done this right by releasing the Nathan Drake collection on PC and then immediately following it up in like 3 months. Like, here's how they could have done it.
You know what they could have done? You know what they could have done, LeRon? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. They could have done the Master Chief collection thing where like they could have packaged it as like an Uncharted collection for like $60 or $70, or you could buy each game piecemeal for like $15, and they would stagger release them.
Yeah. Because my thing is like, okay, so they released the PlayStation 5 version of it back in February. During that time of the release, they could have been like, while this is out, like we're pushing out the Nathan Drake collection, which is Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, in like a timely manner for that. That gives them enough time to do whatever Iron Galaxy had to do to get this port like ready, because it took 9 months from the time that the PlayStation version comes out to now for the PC version. So yeah, like people would have had 3 games to go through, which would have gave them something to like satisfy them. And then Uncharted 4 and Uncharted 4.5, which is the Lost Legacy, hit the PC. And there you go. You have the entire anthology so far, minus Golden Abyss, and you're good to go.
Golden Abyss, made by Ben Studios, the masterclass people that made.
Which, guess what? I attempted to replay that game 2 weeks ago, and I couldn't do it.
Days Gone?
No. Uncharted Golden Abyss. Golden Abyss. Like, I loved Golden Abyss, but I can't play it now. Like, it plays weird.
They should have finished that port.
You play weird.
I was, you know what, Stoy? I was gonna say that, but I'm like,
what do you watch me when I'm by myself?
I do.
That's weird because I watch you, Corey, watch him.
All right, it's a
party.
Why don't we all get in a big circle?
Yeah,
who's getting in the middle?
You, buddy boy.
Well, I was one of the 10,000 playing the game, so I guess it would be me.
Yep.
You know what? I'll get in the circle because I'm the Canadian, so I'll just be in the circle.
Hey, sorry guys, I'm gonna get in the circle here.
That's not maple syrup on his face, guys.
Oh,
yeah, there it is. I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Okay. We're done with this bit.
Maybe that's how maple syrup really gets made.
All right. All right, in our final news topic for tonight, this is over in the Xbox corner, because the director of the Yakuza series says that the Xbox Game Pass program helped the Yakuza series grow. In a recent interview with Twinfinite, Yakuza series director Masayoshi Yokoyama was quizzed on the franchise's growth in the West and whether services like Game Pass suit the series. Here's what the dev had to say about the gaining audience in new regions. In terms of the audience, this is the quote. In terms of the audience, I think the West has especially increased. It's hard to tell if that's thanks to multi-platform or if it's because we changed the genre and the protagonist like Yakuza Like a Dragon as a new series, or both. Personally, I do think subscription services like Game Pass allow people to play the previous games over the years and have contributed largely to the increase of the audience. Just so you know, like, Game Pass basically helped Yakuza flourish because like it was kind of an underground title.
I've never played one ever.
I really haven't.
I'm sorry.
The only Yakuza like game I played was Judgment.
Which I need to get on that. Those are the games I really want to play.
No, you need to finish Uncharted 4.
Will you leave me alone? I will finish
Uncharted 4.
No, there is
Then
no other game
Ghost
you
of
need to even
Tsushima, for
think
fuck's
about.
sake.
Yeah, there's no other game you need to think about or even consider. You need to finish Uncharted 4, then Ghost, then come talk to us.
Andre's going to take a flight from Vancouver, right? Vancouver to to Milwaukee to pick me up, and then we're coming down to you. Okay, gonna make sure. Gonna knock on your window. Is that Uncharted? I see Gore Magala. That ain't Uncharted. What the fuck?
Y'all aren't coming down for the epic
window.
So y'all aren't coming down for the epic Crossroads Bro Fest, is what you're telling me. You're coming down to harass me to make sure that I'm playing one game.
Yep,
that's what the Bro Fest is about, bro. We're just coming down to roast you.
Me and Stoy will play Monster Hunter, and you can just play Uncharted 4.
Yeah, I will do that to make.
And then once you're done, you can come join us.
Yes.
I just want
to 5 minutes.
I just want to play my games.
But guys, I just died at this time, 10 times over. Can I put Monster Hunter?
Can I play Monster Hunter, guys? Can I
put Monster Hunter, guys?
We'd be playing Monster Hunter. We'd be playing it, and over our shoulder, he'd be like, "Yeah, if you just hit hit the button, hit the button. Do you want me to do it?"
Yeah, I was going to say we're going to play.
Corey, you want to run the multi-franchise show now? Do you want to run
this monster's so hard.
No, I'm good. I have a hard enough time. I had to bring in a third person to wrangle Ed in. I don't need to run this one too. Okay, so.
All right, so the future of the Yakuza franchise, which has now officially been renamed Like a Dragon for the West, is definitely packed with content. We're looking at a Yakuza. It's no longer called Yakuza. We're now expecting Like a Dragon Ishin early next year, followed by Like a Dragon Golden, The Man Who Erased His Home, and Like a Dragon 8, all coming all the way up to 2024. So we've got games coming up, and if you're a fan of the Yakuza franchise, they got you covered.
I need to play some of these games.
Yeah.
I've never played one, so I should probably try one at least.
Yeah, same. I feel like I should too.
I feel like if I start with Like a Dragon, though, like Yakuza 7, I feel like a poser and never playing the other games. So but then do I start with 1? Do I start with 0? Where do I start? Do I play 1, 2, and then 0? I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, there's a lot, and they're all really long.
As far as Yakuza goes, did you guys get started on the Game Pass version, or did you play it, or were you on or were you on the schlebs that played one of the ones on PlayStation or on PC first?
RushJet TV in the chat says 7 is a good place to start. 0 would be the best place to start.
0.
Yeah, 0. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll start with 0.
Okay.
And by start with 0, I mean I'll download it and not play it, because that's how I play Game Pass games.
Yeah.
Although I think I bought 1, 2, or 0, 1, and 2 when they were all like $5 a piece. I think I just bought them when they left Game Pass the first time. I was like, oh, I would like to play these eventually, maybe someday.
Sick.
Word.
All right. So let's see. We've got a couple of questions here from the audience.
Yeah,
tonight.
let's do it. Questions.
All right. And away we go. All right. So this question comes from a friend of the show. And,
both questions.
Both questions come from friend of the show and fellow contributor at bossrush.net, the one and only Jack Bro, better known as Geek Bro on Twitter. First question. What do you think of the price of PSVR 2? What do you think the price of PSVR 2 will be, since the price point of the new Meta headset was announced for $1,500? It's
going to be $500.
It can't be more than the console, right? That's the rule.
So it's going to be $500.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my guess.
Yeah. There's no way they could sell it any more than that. Even with this bullshit Meta price of $1,500.
I agree. I agree. I don't understand. Yeah, and plus the fact that when you look at the breakdown of the $1,500 Meta, the Meta Quest Pro, like it's actually weaker than the PSVR 2 like specs and stuff like that. It's insane that they're asking that much money. Like is Facebook and Meta hurting for money that bad that they're trying to fleece
they
people?
They're actually about to lay off a bunch of people.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg has invested billions of dollars. Seems like billions of dollars in this whole metaverse, and he wants everybody to like buy these headsets to live in the metaverse because it has like leg tracking, head tracking, face tracking, eye tracking, all this stuff. So you could live in the metaverse and work in the metaverse. Like apparently he's like making his employees like buy these headsets and work in this metaverse, so to speak. But yeah, he's just bleeding money. No one's buying into this. This is gonna destroy VR. This is gonna destroy it.
Yeah,
this goddamn price.
Yeah, it's I mean, Meta is about to lay off people for the first time in their company's history. Honestly, a lot of the initial thought was because of Apple changing their privacy policy and how because Facebook used to get a lot of their revenue through the app, right? And like obviously iPhones have it's crazy. And then when Apple changed their privacy settings, like Facebook instantly lost like 30% of their incoming revenue. And then now they're dumping all this money into VR, and it's like, why? So,
agreed.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't think common people are going to buy this new Meta. And this is probably Sony was probably like laughing hysterically because they were probably going to put this out at $400, and now with this price jump, this is going to give them a little bit more leeway to price it maybe a little bit higher so they could at least make a little bit of return on this.
Oh yeah, I hope so. Yeah,
because I mean they could do $600 and consumers are going to look okay, $1,500 or $600.
$600, yeah.
You know, it's like it's going to be fine either way, but I really think, to be fair, 500 is going to be the best way to go.
I've honestly always loved when companies do this, like they show their hand way too early, and it gives the competition a chance to seize on it. You know, like it's unfortunate. And Sony is good at like sneaking around the back and popping competition in the nose. You know, like look what they did in Microsoft back with the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Yeah, that still lives. That's still one of my favorite video game memories of all time. Oh man, I watch those videos. I watch those videos pretty frequently.
Yeah. Gave Jack Tretton one of his coolest numbers over it because I was never really a big Jack Tretton fan, but man, the way he seized, the way he seized on that night at E3, I was like, oh good God, man.
No, that wasn't Jack Tretton, was it?
No, it was Jack Tretton.
No, who was the other guy?
No, it wasn't Sean Layden. It wasn't Sean Layden. Tretton was Sean Layden was coming in when PS4 launched.
Well, who was before Jack Tretton?
Harai.
It was the skinny guy.
It was Kaz Hirai.
I know exactly. I could see his face. I have to find this out.
All right, while you're looking it up, let's get to Jack's second question. Wait, we kind of already answered that question. What is your maximum price point consider for purchasing PSVR 2? Well, given that I am not a big fan of VR, like I'm just gonna go ahead and say, like I will not spend more money than what it was to get the PlayStation 5. So like I won't go past $500 on this. I know some people will wiggle; they'll go as high as $700-800. But me personally, because I'm not a big fan of VR, like I can't pay more than what the price of the system is. So there's my answer.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, I'm gonna get this, but I don't want to spend more than $500.
Yeah.
So
and it's a shame that like Meta decides to do something like this because because we were already speculating what the price of PSVR 2 could be given that Oculus the Meta Quest 2 went up $100.
Yeah, it went up $100 because Facebook said they were losing money selling it.
So that's what you do. You make it more expensive at MSRP, thinking you're gonna get money back, and no one's gonna buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people are just dropping out off the board of directors team for Meta right now. I wonder.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you'd like to ask us for our thoughts,
Andrew
and
House, that was his name, Andrew House.
House, yeah.
Jack Tretton was at the conference, but it was Andrew House that did the mic drop, where he said you could play any game, you could trade in your.
I remember it now.
You could loan your games out to people, and guess what? We're releasing $100 cheaper than Xbox, and that was when Microsoft died.
Yeah, I remember that now. All right. So we're going to go ahead and wrap that segment up. But if you'd like to ask us for our thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the gaming world, tweet us at PS_Crossroads or hit us up on email at crossroadspspod@gmail.com. I got to do something about that email address. We're technically not the Crossroads PS Pod anymore, so I got to do something.
You should probably change that. You should probably change that Twitter account too.
Yeah, true. Sure. Wait, yeah, I can change the handle. You know what? Episode 100 is coming. We'll have it done by then.
I bet it's still PS_Crossroads when we get there.
You shut your face. You shut your face.
Is it still that?
Yeah.
Oh, LeRon.
It's still that, yeah.
You should call it Crossroads VGP.
That's what I'll do. But now that you said it live on the air, someone's going to snipe it.
No one's going to snipe it.
Well, maybe if you were a little bit more proactive about changing your Twitter handle around people.
Oh my God. Oh my. You know what? You still have admin rights to it. Why haven't you done it?
Because I forgot the password.
Let me stop before you lock me out of the account.
I don't know passwords.
You're the one that came up with our password.
I know, but I forget what it is now, so.
It was something hilarious. That's all I will say right now. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our big topic because it's time to close out the night. So hey guys, I want to talk to you about that one time we rage quit a game. Because as you know, video games transformed rage quitting into a whole new breed. You know, like we're no longer flipping tables and like punching, people and stuff like that. Like now it's just like, man, we will like throw our consoles out the 5th story balcony window. we will get shadow banned on gaming websites because like we verbally abused somebody. And I'm talking about someone's 11-year-old child, in those instances, stuff like that, So basically they gave the name to one of the pettiest things a person can do, which is now called rage quitting. All right. If you need to know a definition of rage quit, a rage quit is when a player in a sports or video game is too angry to continue playing a game or usually leaves before the end of a game or a match. The player may then throw or in the gaming world, the player may then throw or smash their controller or keyboard in response to their rage to the point where it's broken and unusable. A 2014 study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that rage quitting is common among gamers because it threatens their ego. Pay attention to that. Gamers don't go ballistic for no reason. It's the fact that they are trying their hardest and they're trying their hardest to defeat an enemy player or even worse, the computer, and still manage to get crushed in the game. So, guys, let's talk about some of the times we've rage quit a game.
Well, I rage quit the original Assassin's Creed because I was on the final boss and I had been playing for a while. So, like, you know how when you play games for a while, you get real tired and aren't necessarily your best. And I rage quit, but what I did was I chucked my controller at my entertainment center and almost put a hole in my TV, and I missed. But I chucked an Xbox 360 controller. It hit my entertainment center and just shattered into like 10 pieces.
The controller?
Yeah. I went through a lot of Xbox 360 controllers. I was really angry during that period of my life.
worst time I probably oh god. One of the worst times is I was playing The Witcher 3 and I was trying to fight the Arch Griffin and I just kept dying and dying and I could feel it coming too. I'm like, oh, this is not gonna end well. And like the worst part is I knew it was gonna happen, but I just let it because I was like, I need this to happen. I had this like simple bottle of like water on my coffee table in front of me, and I was playing it, and I died, and I just stood up and whipped this bottle across the room, and it hit a wall, and just exploded. And I was like, I'm done with this game. I was like, I'm done. I'm like, I can't. But the worst part is I said that. 5 minutes later, I was back in it. I'm like, why am I doing this myself?
Oh yeah.
Why am I doing this myself? The worst part is when you rage quit, you hop back in, and you're like, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Yeah. Not one of my proudest moments, but I remember me and my best friend we were playing some heated battles of Tekken 5, and
fighting games are the worst.
Yeah, for real. Like and he was cheesing the fuck out of me, and you know, like I understand now because like it's been about 15 years since this whole incident happened. I understand now that I just did not adapt to his playing style because I would have immediately not been cheesed anymore. So like we're playing, and I'm sitting here, my blood is getting to the point where it's absolutely boiling, and I was like. And I didn't say this out loud. I said this in my head. I was like, I will fuck him up if he does this shit to me one more time. And it was literally as I thought that sentence. Like he cheeses me again with that move, and I just paused the game. I got up, I looked at him, and I snapped a PS2 controller in half in my bare hands.
How do people have the grip strength to snap controllers? I don't understand.
Hold on. So DualShock 2 controllers were really flimsy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so were 3s.
Snap that. And of course, like it was like a smoke gray one, so you know it was a see-through one. So yeah, it was that one was easy. Yeah.
So LeRon, you just full blown like boom.
Yeah. Snap that shit like a Kit Kat.
Insane.
Broke that shit like it was a Kit Kat.
I did that to a 6-axis controller. I was playing.
Those things were
controller.
Like, you could drop it on the ground and it could break in pieces.
Oh yeah.
I was playing Heavenly Sword, and I was getting really frustrated because I forget why I think I was fighting a boss or something, and I just was like, I had the boss like all the way down to like, you know, one more hit would have taken him out, and I fell off the ledge of this arena or something, and I had fought in this boss like 5 times in a row, and I snapped it in half and like started slamming the other end down on the table to where like the plastic like went into my hand and like
oh shit, you got shards in your hand.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I had to go to I was in college at the time, so I had to go to like our team doctor to like have it removed and like cleaned up and stuff. Because I didn't want to go, pay medical bills, so I just had them do it.
I had it so bad when I was younger, where like I get so mad, I'd start crying, and I just get so frustrated, and just start yelling and being like, "Why won't this work?" And then when I'd be, I'm like, "That was easy, dude. Fuck, this is stupid." I don't know why that would be. I go from like okay to like crying mad. Once I beat it, I'm like, that was easy, dude. Fuck, next one, let's go.
Stoy, you haven't said anything yet. Don't tell me Sam here like you're the video game Zen master. Like shit doesn't affect you.
That's true.
Fucking liar.
Oh, he plays a simulation.
Yeah, right. No fail, man. Just put it in easy mode, man. I don't know what you're complaining about.
What are you talking? So you tell me.
No, so I had a lot of anger issues as a kid, and my parents gave me the good advice of just telling me to stuff it down inside and bottle that shit up because that's not allowed in this house. Because I played a lot of Mega Man as a kid.
He became a rageaholic.
I became like I said, I grew up playing Mega Man, so that shit was frustrating, man. I was throwing those Nintendo 64 those Nintendo controllers around like they were fucking candy. But like I said, that I will still defend to this day the NES Advantage is the most rugged, durable controller ever flippin' made. ever made because I pounded the shit out of that thing. I was just like full fist into that if nothing was working out for me. So I really kind of got a lot of my rage out when I was a kid because as I got older, I started to kind of get a little bit, I don't know, wiser. And I know to avoid certain things like FIFA, for example. FIFA gets me hot.
You know what's funny? I think you've talked about this.
Yeah, FIFA gets me hot. And that's why I think we talked about like, are you getting FIFA this year, Stoy? And I said no. And I haven't gotten FIFA yet because that gets me fucking hot and just, you know, the players don't do what I want them to do, and they don't act like goddamn soccer players, and they look like, what do you got, 2 left feet? What the fuck's the matter with you?
Sounds like Madden for me.
Yeah, I think when you've played a sport for so long and then try to play a video game of it, like I was at a FIFA tournament a few years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna try my hand in this. Fuck, see how well I do. I mean, I got my ass kicked. But like, I'm looking at all these people that are in this FIFA tournament. I'm like, this motherfucker hasn't touched a soccer ball in his life. What makes him good at FIFA, a video game? He just knows how to play the video game.
Yeah, it's like in Madden when you get the people who play as the teams with the really fast quarterbacks and they just chuck the ball up and they like somehow score because they
just do Hail Marys the whole time. Yeah, I've seen that. My most recent one was, I remember this distinctly, Xbox 360. The Last Remnant, and it was
I've heard stories about that game.
Yeah, I was near the end of the game, and I was kind of just grinding. I was at this point where I needed to grind in order to get to a certain level, and the power kept going out in my apartment at the time because there was a rainstorm. So basically, it would I would get so far. And then I would try to save frequently, but like power would go out, shut off the system. I'd have to restart over. So I literally tripled my time in grinding, basically having to go back, do it over again. I would say at the 4th time when it did that, I chucked my controller down on the ground and saw it in pieces on the living room floor. Went to go pick up another one, turn it on, and just kept playing again. And my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, was next to me, and she was like, how the hell are you walking up so calm like that after you just destroyed your controller? And I was like, babe, you just can't understand. You can't understand.
Yeah,
you can't understand me.
That's the thing is we can't explain why these happen. Because, like, we all can get it because we've all done it. But, like, same, like, if my fiance saw me and she's like, why? I'd be like, you just don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't get it.
We're like, we're like Bruce Banner. Like, the secret is I'm always angry.
Thank you. That's my secret, babe. I'm always pissed off when I play this game.
We're gonna play a real fast game here. Like I pulled up Game Rant's article, the 20 hardest video games of all time. This is back in 2017. At that time, we're just gonna shoot them off real fast. And I know we haven't played all these games, but just for fun, if we've heard the reputation of these games, we can say whether it was a rage quitter or not. Okay.
Okay.
So starting at number 20, we have Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link for the NES.
Yeah.
Is that a rage quitter?
Yep.
I agree.
I didn't play.
If I hear that goddamn laugh by Ganon again in my life, I'm breaking
the Ganon laugh. The Ganon laugh.
Yeah, when you die, it's if I hear that goddamn sound.
Well, one of the main reasons I know for sure I rage quit that game is because, like, after playing so many hours, hundreds of hours of the original Legend of Zelda game, this game was a shock to the system.
That sure was, yeah.
And it was hard. It was hard too. Like that website, the YouTube channel I told you guys about a while back. Like, YouTube can beat video games. Like, he actually made that game look like like it was nothing.
I love that channel so much. He did that with Ninja Gaiden 3 just recently because I rage quit the fuck out of that game when I was a kid.
Oh, he did Ninja Gaiden 3?
He just did Ninja Gaiden 3. I would say about a month ago, and I was like,
He just did Ghouls and Ghosts.
Game look easy. Good God.
Over the weekend, he uploaded Ghouls and Ghosts.
Yeah, I still have to watch that.
The Sega Saturn version, Sega Genesis version. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. At number 19, we have the NES version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was a rage quitter. That was a rage quitter.
Especially when you need to try to defuse all the bombs.
Mm-hmm.
No. Swimming underwater with those electrified fucking fences.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was the mission? That was the mission?
Yeah, we had to defuse all the bombs underwater.
I can't remember. And I did not buy the Cowabunga collection.
Mm.
Yes, I did.
Yes,
Yes, I did. No. You don't understand. Like, when I play fucked up games, like I forget about them.
Yeah.
I forget about them.
I don't blame you.
All right. At number 18, we have Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels.
I watched what was that? There was like this YouTube video someone posted of that a while back. Super Mario Frustration or something like that. And I just remember like this game is harder to play than listening to Panic at the Disco or something like that. It was something weird, but I remember like I never played this. So
for me, this wasn't a rage quitter. I attempted to play it, and I was like, nope, I'm not giving it my attention. I'm not, because like when I hit one of those fucking the death mushrooms, I was like, oh, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
The death mushroom.
All right, at number 17, we have Spelunky.
Never played this.
I've never played it. It was a roguelike. So I'm gonna say it probably was a rage quitter.
Never played it.
Here's a classic. Number 16, the NES Silver Surfer game. I do remember playing this game, and I do remember walking away from it pretty swiftly.
I never played this one either. Yeah.
All right. At number 15, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, the original.
Yeah, I would say once I got to fucking the Japanese guy,
Bald Bull.
Bald Bull, I could get to. Once I got to the Japanese guy,
who's the Japanese guy?
Honda something.
Yeah. He wasn't bad. It was the tiger dude that was pissing me off. But
he was easy. You just gotta like time it right. You just gotta time the blocks.
That's all these characters, but
I know, but like the Japanese guy was really hard. And Mike Tyson, man, fuck that. Like if you ever got to him.
No. They've proven that when you got the Tyson and the guy before him, the game read your controller inputs.
Oh, really?
They proved that.
Fucking Nintendo.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one that's current, but it has a familiar name to it. Number 14, Mega Man 9.
They purposely made this game hard, like just to be a dick. Like I really think like this, like when I played that game, I was like, this is nothing like the original Nintendo games. Like they purposely made this game frustrating because they're like, well, this is like the old games. It's like, fuck off.
It's because Mega Man 9, they built Mega Man 9 on like one of the updated engines. I can't remember what engine they were using, but they built it, but it has the physics of a modern game still playing like a Mega Man game. And that's what actually made it hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there was, you couldn't just really like glitch and like exploit your way through Mega Man 9. And I beat Mega Man 9, but it took me a long fucking time to beat Mega Man 9 when it released. Like I remember playing the game for months before I finally got to the final Wily like battle.
Final Wily battle.
Mega Man 10 was a lot easier than Mega Man 9 was, in my opinion. But I say that because I made the leaderboards on that one. So so yeah, that's proof right there, because I don't even think the leaderboards would have mattered for me on Mega Man 9. Stoy. At number 13 is F-Zero GX. Talk to me.
Yep.
That was the GameCube one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That they made that game impossible. Like really, like I actually played it just recently, and I was like, "Oh man, I have such fond memories of this game."
It was a beautiful looking game, though.
Played it for 10 minutes, and I was like, "Nope, never mind." I just remembered. You get that PTSD that kind of creeps up, and all of a sudden just hits you in the face. It's like, nope, never mind. I went to the Nintendo 64 version after that.
All right, everyone who's playing the Switch right now is probably feeling this one. Number 12, Cuphead. For some strange reason,
I mean,
I didn't really play Cuphead, so
I did. It wasn't like rage inducing. It was just difficult. Like for me, like it was just like
it was difficult, but it felt challenging, right?
It felt challenging. It wasn't like
it didn't feel like it was insulting you.
Listen, we need to discern between difficult and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference. Bullshit is what causes you to rage. Difficult shouldn't cause you to rage.
Well, buckle up, guys, because number 11 is Bloodborne.
No, that's just that's not rage inducing. That's to me.
That's just
that
difficult.
game. That is the easiest of the Souls games.
That I can agree with you with. I agree with it on that one. Okay, well then let's step it up then. Number 10, Neo.
Yeah, Neo was bullshit.
I fucking hate Neo.
Neo was bullshit.
Neo sucked.
I don't know what this. I don't know what this game The Witness is, so let's use Andre's
puzzle game.
Yeah, but the puzzles were like so crazily obscure. Like it was just like this makes no fucking sense.
Yeah,
it makes no fucking sense.
Remember when people when that game came out, people were actually like busting out graph paper and like drawing the puzzles and like tracing their TV screens where like these puzzles were, and like I was like, oh my gosh, dude, this game
that doesn't make it a good game. That doesn't make it unique. That makes it stupid.
To be fair, the guy that created the game, I forget what his name is, but like he's like super
Jonathan Blow.
Yeah, Jonathan Blow is like super full of himself, and like he was probably super proud of himself that he made 3 million people feel stupid.
Yeah, well, I think he was the one that made that. What was that one game?
Fez?
The rewind. No, the rewind game.
Braid.
The rewind game.
Braid. That was it. Yeah. I think he made Braid.
I knew it was one of those. I couldn't remember which one.
Yeah.
That is great.
All right.
Stupid. Oh yeah.
All right.
He was super proud of himself because he made spoilers for Braid, I guess, but like he thought he was so clever that he made the main character the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it shocked everybody, and it was just
All right, so we're returning to.
I'm Jonathan Blow. We're
returning to the NES. We're returning to the NES with our number 8 game. That being Battletoads.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was a race quitter. Yeah, I know for sure. I never played.
If you could get past the speeder level.
Yeah, the first 2 stages of this game are not that difficult, but you soon discover that it's just trying to pull another false sense of security on you.
Well, and that was actually funny because if you played Battletoads for the Xbox,
for Game Pass,
they actually give you like a specific trophy that kind of pokes fun at that. It's like you actually passed the speeder bike level. It's like, yeah, great, thanks.
Thanks, guy.
Thank you.
All right, at number 7 we have Ikaruga. Now you know what I like bullet hell games, and me personally, Ikaruga was not a rage quitter, not for me.
I don't recall playing this.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played Ikaruga.
It's one of Ed's favorite games. I'll say that for sure. Like next time you're in Ed or podcasting, ask him about Ikaruga. I guarantee you he will.
No, I've heard enough about Ikaruga over the last 10 years. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure he knows.
Yep. I want to be the guy. Number 6. That was a bullshit ass game.
I have never even heard of this game.
It was one of those. Like pre Mario Maker games before Mario Maker was a thing. And yeah, I remember there was a stage that looked like, like the opening of Super Mario World where like there's that letter from Yoshi saying he went off somewhere on an adventure, and like so you have the trees with the apples on them, and you're standing on it, and you go to jump over a gap, and one of the apples on the tree like flies up and hits you, and it's like, really, we're doing this today, Yeah, like I don't like those games, which is why like Mario Maker games, are not my they're not my thing,
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's one for and I'm gonna split this one. This at number 5 we've got Ghosts and Goblins, but if you're an aficionado of the Ghosts and Goblins series, there's the arcade version of Ghosts and Goblins, and then there's the NES version of Ghosts and Goblins. So, which one was more bullshit?
Well, the original one, because that was the only one I played, because I never bothered playing any of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the one in arcade?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, because I love the arcade one. The NES version pissed me the fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Royally pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
All right, at number 4 we have Dark Souls, and they're actually counting this as the franchise. So, whew.
I mean, again, I don't think Dark Souls is that rage-inducing. It's people who are impatient are going to be worse at the game.
Mm. Okay, so how about their number 3, which was Ninja Gaiden, the 2004 edition? Actually, you know what? We don't even need to get the modern Ninja Gaiden because like the first Ninja Gaiden was rage-inducing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ninja Gaiden 3 was the worst out of all of them. I would say Ninja Gaiden, 1 was pretty rage-inducing. That humbled me quite a bit.
We're talking about the NES version or the Xbox version?
The Xbox version.
Okay, yeah.
That humbled me quite a bit because
I've heard horror stories about it.
Well, because like the camera angles were bullshit. Like it was just like you couldn't see enemies coming at you in a lot of instances, and it's one of those things. Like by the time they've closed down the space, there's nothing you could do. You just sit there and you take the hits. You know, you could sit and block the whole time and just block everything that comes your way, but I don't know.
All right, so we've got 2 more games left on this list from Game Rant, and coming at number 2 is Super Meat Boy. Like, I remember playing this for the Xbox, and I remember this game being hard as fuck. The Xbox 360, I mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was hard, but it was, I don't
know. It wasn't rage-induced. See, my thing is, like, when I know a game is starting to get hard, like, I don't so much rage quit as I just leave it alone. You know, like, I'm sorry. Like, if it's a game where, you know, like, I'm starting to get heart palpitations because I'm getting so pissed off, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and our final game is a classic. At number 1 is Contra for the NES. Let's talk about this.
There's no way to beat this without the 30.
I was just about to ask. And you know, the sad part is, I sat down and watched Ed stream the game, and he did not use the Konami code, and he beat the fucker with 3 lives.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody got any honorable mentions here?
No.
No. Yeah.
Well, like I said, for me,
Devil May Cry 3.
No. Oh man, I just lost it. Keep going.
Returnal.
No, Returnal wasn't. No, Returnal wasn't rage inducing. Even though that, like, let's talk about those fucking roguelike games that just, you know, you get like so far into it, and then they start you over at the beginning and say, "Ha ha ha! This is just like retro games. Fuck off."
Okay, so here's a popular roguelike, Hades.
Well, Hades actually advances the story.
Yeah, Hades was the rage quitter for me. I enjoyed Hades. Yeah, I didn't beat Hades, but I enjoyed it.
But it was something, you know, it's like a lot of these games that just start you over from the beginning, and then you're just like, ha ha, games are hard. No. Anyway.
I haven't played Elden Ring, so I can't throw that in there.
Yeah, that's one too. Like, I don't know.
Are there any others I can think of? Damn, somebody put Monster Hunter Freedom on this list. Monster Hunter, the first Monster Hunter game was not hard. It was misunderstood.
Just like you.
I knew that was coming.
You need to be so glad you live all the way in Canada.
No, he's not just up; he's over there.
Right? Yeah. Let's see. Celeste is on here. The 1994 version of XCOM is on there. That was a hard game. Let's see. Super Meat Boy, Prinny. Can I really be the hero? I never played that game. I don't know if that was hard. See, Mario Maker 2 is on here, but I don't think any game that's like, you know, like community made should be on any list for hardest games ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dumb.
All right. Well, all right. Oh, I do have a final word for this.
Oh boy.
All right. So for you gamers out there, if you get sniped by the same players,
don't use that term.
What?
Gamers. Gamers.
Okay. For you. All right. So for you players out there, if you get sniped by the same players 10 times in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it's only natural if you want to step away from your PlayStation, or just try not to pelt your TV with your controller this time. All right, and don't verbally abuse underage kids. It doesn't end well. And you know what? Don't be an asshole out there, because somebody might call the police and SWAT you.
Yeah, I would say this rage quit stuff pretty much solely rests in like multiplayer games when you're complaining that other people are better than you and they're cheating and they're bullshit. And it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, take a look in the mirror.
Yep.
When it comes to first-person shooters online, you get 3 chances with me. If you kill me the first time, you got the better shot. If you kill me a second time, I question it. If you kill me a third time, I turn into the most toxic player you'll ever meet.
Especially the third time when they start teabagging you before you respawn.
Yeah. Nowadays though, my rage quitting is if I have like a bad game in Destiny, like PvP, I go, okay, you know what? If this next game goes bad, I'll turn it off. If I start the next match and die, I just fucking hit Control Alt and just close the entire game. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's it for me.
All right. Well, guys, that was another great show. I think it's time to wrap this whole thing up now, right? You guys ready for that?
Good show.
Yeah.
Jolly good.
I think so.
All
right. All right. Well, everyone, that's our show for tonight. As always, we'd like to give a big thanks to you for tuning in to the Crossroads Game Podcast, as well as thank you, Corey, for being here tonight, man. We love you. We're glad you can always hang out with us and spend time with us.
Appreciates you.
I enjoy this show.
Come back soon. And before we head out, here's how you can connect with everybody you see on the show tonight. Corey, go first. Let them know where they can find you.
You can find me at I am Corey in HD on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on Nintendo Pal Block if you like Nintendo games. You can find me on the Boss Rush podcast, Tower Casuals, and other things here on the Boss Rush Network.
All right, Andre, you're up.
You can find me over at Twitter and Instagram at ANNDRE_WILSON and on YouTube as well. Just search up Andre Wilson and I will be there.
All right, Stoy.
You can find me on the EXP Cast. We're a video game podcast with the Boss Rush Network. Follow me there, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at EXP Cast, and then also my personal Twitter at Stoy MKE8.
All right, and as always, you can find me on social media, YouTube, Twitch, as well as PlayStation Network and Steam by looking up Exodus 803. Do not forget, Corey and I are part of the Boss Rush podcast team. We do our thing on Wednesday nights, and we're going to traumatize the hell out of Corey in our next episode because we're talking about scary movies and scary video games.
Look, I brought backup. Okay, just saying.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. So yeah, the Boss Rush podcast happens every Wednesday night live over on twitch.tv/bossrush.net. Boss Rush Network. Right? I got that right?
Bossrush.net.
Yeah, bossrush.net.
It's twitch.tv/bossrush.net.
No, Boss Rush Network. Twitch.tv/bossrush network.
Okay, I had it right. Okay.
Well, I wasn't paying attention to your outro. I said my part. I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah, I said my part.
Listen, guys, I'm not gonna have all this
LeRon, pick up the slack. Okay.
Yeah, come on. Kind of felt like the Stoy and Andre show tonight. Okay.
I know, right?
A2 Andre.
Man, you can't even get Corey's name right.
No. Andre was chiming in, and I'm like, I'm gonna hold hostage this whole Dead Space collection in a minute here because I was getting ready to buy that shit for him. Yes, fucking. That's some fucking dicks.
Dead Space 3 is $5 on Steam right now. Just bought mine before we're recording.
Go buy it, Andre. Go buy it.
$5 whole dollars.
$5 whole dollars.
$5 whole dollars.
All right, here's a few suggestions for your consideration. So think about heading on over to bossrush.net to check out these wonderful articles from our friends and contributors out there. First of all, we got friend of the show and my fellow Boss Rush podcast co-host Stephanie Klimov asking readers, which blockbuster horror remake has fans most hype? Is it Silent Hill 2 or is it Resident Evil 4?
She asked that question in the October 25th edition of the Boss Rush banner. But don't stop just there with that banner piece, because Stephanie is also delivering us a game review for the game Ikai, which is developed by indie studio Inflame, which is also available for PlayStations 4 and 5, as well as the Xbox family, PC, and Nintendo Switch. And lastly, my buddy Corey down here, you can check out episode 35 of the Nintendo Power Block Expansion Pass, where Corey and Ed team up to discuss the Mario movie and other Nintendo first-party projects. For even more unique and interesting news and talking topics, swing by bossrush.net and check out all the things our talented writers, content creators, and contributors are serving up on the site. Hey, everyone. This has been episode 98 of the Crossroads Video Game Podcast. It's
too many.
It feels like it gets easier and easier, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right. I just want to go ahead and say thanks a lot to all you guys that are out there that are continuing to listen to us. Come back in and subscribe come back in and check out the show. If you're checking us out live on YouTube, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, you share that, we get access to a bigger audience, so we can have more questions, more things to talk about, things like that. Remember, love us over on the podcast side by share, rating, and reviewing us. And like I said, if you like us enough, give us a 5-star review. We'll love you back. By the way, I meant to mention episode 35 of the Nintendo Power Block Expansion Pass. BossRush.net has a Patreon. So yeah, if you want to get some of the episodes early and stuff like that, head over to BossRush.net and see about becoming one of the patrons there. You'll enjoy it. All right. As always, we've had fun. It's been great. It's been great doing this thing for you guys. We're heading out. And remember, as a member of the Boss Rush family, just go out there, play games, be better. Eat a bunch of good candy. This weekend. Well, not this weekend. Because
watch your diabetes.
Real fast, guys. Because Corey and Andre, you have kids. Well, first of all, Andre, y'all do Halloween up there in Canada.
No, isn't this week Thanksgiving?
I hate you. No, that was.
So Thanksgiving happened already.
Thanksgiving happened like a month ago. Corey, are the kids trick-or-treating on Sunday or Monday?
I think we're going Sunday.
Sunday? Okay. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure like parents are definitely gonna take advantage. Like I went out and bought a bag of candy, and I'm wondering if it's gonna last.
My wife and I leave the house. We're like, nope.
Smart. You guys are the smart parents.
No, I don't have kids, so that's why I was like, I don't want to be giving your kids candy.
Oh no, yeah, sorry.
All these kids are overweight. Like,
you
what the hell?
guys are the smart adults.
You were the smart adults, yeah.
All right. So please come back and check out the Crossroads Podcast, and we'll be back next week for another all new episode of it. Play games, be better. You have a good night. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.